Hey, how's it going everybody, and welcome back to another Fallout 4 mod bundle. Today we are checking out my top 10 favorite assault rifle mods. Now I know I promised some of you it would be shotguns this time, but I have been having trouble finding 10 really quality shotguns that I enjoy personally. So feel free to drop comments of your favorite shotgun mods down below because it would be a good help to me personally. Now, moving on to this list, a quick disclosure, these are my personal top 10 favorites, so if your favorite mod isn't on here, don't fret, but feel free to drop it in the comments below, as I'm sure anybody watching this video is just looking for good assault rifle recommendations. Now with that, let's get right into the video. For starters, we are taking a look at the HK3 Family by Utherien. I really like the G3 and it fits right into Fallout 4, has a ton of customizability and a bunch of options for attachments. Not only is this a beautiful model and texture with excellent reload animations and sounds, but also, like I said, amazing customizability, and it fits perfectly into the game because one, you can have the G3 and a tactical version of the G3 as well, but you can also convert this into the PSG-1 sniper rifle or even the R91 assault rifle from classic Fallout 3 notoriety. This is an amazing mod that really suits any playstyle. You can convert this thing into an LMG, sniper rifle, a little tiny carbine, or even an assault rifle. It can be as tactical or old school as you want, so this one is definitely worth a download. Let's go ahead and take a listen to a full mag dump as well as the custom animations included with this mod. Up next, we have the IMI Galil, a pretty recent release in terms of assault rifles. The Galil is another one of those weapons that I feel fits perfectly into the lore of Fallout, not to mention it's included in the opening cutscene, carried by one of the Chinese soldiers, so it's definitely existing in the lore. But hey, I'm in support of any mod that adds in everyone's favorite bottle opener. As far as I know, this is the only mod that includes the retro-style Galil, but it is definitely a quality one at that. Has a ton of attachments, see-through scope support, and is just another great addition to the load order, as well as being added to the leveled lists. There's literally no reason not to grab this one. Up next, we have the AKM Assault Rifle by Gabber, FX0X01, Haru, Navaro, and others. Now there's a lot of AK mods out there, but this one just happens to be my favorite. The reasoning behind that is one, I love the model, texture, and reload animations, and two, this is the 7.62 version of the AKM, and to save on some load order space, rather than downloading all of the AK mods, I just went for some variety to have a 7.62 version as opposed to the 5.45 one that you would normally see with, say, the AK-74. This mod also comes with a legendary unique version of the weapon called the Bandit, which can be found at the Gunner's Plaza, and adds a nice little collectible, which is another reason just to pick this one up. If you like AKs and you like unique weapons, this is definitely a cool one to try out. Moving on, we have the Steyr AUG A1, the first of the bullpups in this list, by FX0X01, WarDaddy, Navaro, Comrade, Bear, and others. Now, again, there's a couple of AUG mods out there, but with this one, it really comes down to the textures. I absolutely adore the textures included in this mod, as well as the customization options that are included, and every retexture of this mod is incredible. It is rusted, beaten, and worn. You can tell that this thing has actually seen some time in use in battle. I'm not a fan of pristine ultra-modern weapons, so this one is a great one for me personally. Definitely another must-have, especially if you're trying to add some bullpups to your load order. And sticking with that bullpup theme, we're checking out the GIAT FAMAS by FX0X01, EvTital, Fear, Haru, Navaro, and others. Now, I think there might be a couple of other FAMAS mods, but this is by far the top end of the quality that is available for Fallout 4 right now. There are a couple of versions of the FAMAS included. It's all the same weapon, but with some modifications. You can convert it from the standard French FAMAS with the giant carrying handle, or you can convert it to the old school Black Ops 1 style FAMAS that you use to destroy people in pub matches. There's also a handful of customization options. You can add tactical attachments, camouflages, lots of really cool stuff with this one, and a beautiful reload animation, as well as sounds, and an incredibly fast fire rate. Another great assault rifle to pick up and add to your arsenal. Up next, we have the first of the M4 mods on this list, the Mark 18 CQBR. Now, this is quite similar to, say, the RU-556. It is a modern M4, and it is by FX0X01, Fear, Navaro, Yukzx, and Spiffy. But personally, I really enjoy this one. The reload's amazing, tons of cool attachments and customization options, but what sets this one apart from, say, the RU556 for me is purely nostalgia. This is the second mod I ever reviewed on my channel and the first video I ever had that really blew up. And honestly, the first video that passed 1,000 views, so this one has a special little place in my heart for nostalgic reasons, and that's honestly why it's on my list. It's my reasoning, my list, so if you don't like it, well, you can make your own. All jokes aside, this is an excellent weapon, and if you haven't tried this one out for yourself, you may want to give it a try. It's a really, really great M4 mod. Up next, we have an absolutely wacky piece of German engineering with the Heckler and Koch G36 Complex by FX0X01, Haru, and Navaro. If you like the G36, this is definitely a mod that you should be trying out. There are a ton of customization options, as well as a bunch of different styles of the weapon that you can choose from different areas who actually employ the G36. You can use this thing as a long-range DMR, an assault rifle, or even an LMG with a drum mag if you so pleased. There is a ton of playstyle variety with this one, and yet another great assault rifle to add to your arsenal if you want it. The link will be in the description as always, along with all of the other weapons included in this list. So if you're trying to go out there and collect all of the assault rifles you can, the G36 is one that is definitely a must-have. Up next is a mod that I didn't really know about until very recently, and that is the Mark 17 Mark 20 project by SpongeBobSlavicPants. Yeah. This mod adds the Scar H into the game, which is an amazing, fully automatic 308 lead-slinging monster. This is a very heavy rifle with a ton of attachments and a lot of customization. A few attachments not really seen in other mods that you may recognize from, say, Escape from Tarkov, which is pretty neat because the Scar is actually going to be added to Escape from Tarkov rather soon. Now keep in mind this is the 308 version of the Scar, not the 556, which means it is used primarily for a distanced range sort of build, so you can convert it into a DMR. However, you can throw a bigger mag on there, a short barrel, and run it like an assault rifle as well. This is a really, really cool mod, and the sounds in this one are amazing. Now, for the next mod, it may be a little bit of a stretch to call it an assault rifle. We have the Ruger Mini 14 by Ardent. So, the Mini 14 is essentially a micro version of the M14, except it shoots 5.56 rounds instead of the standard 308. And it may not be considered an assault rifle, but it's definitely not a DMR or sniper. If anything, it's probably a carbine, but I'm not doing a top 10 carbine mods. So we're just going to add it to this list, as the Mini 14 is one of my personally favorite guns in real life, so I'm glad to see a Fallout 4 adaptation of it. And this is definitely a good one. With a lot of attachments, you can convert this thing to a modern or old school Mini 14. Really good one, and you should check it out if you haven't already. And then finally, the last assault rifle on this list. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you probably predicted it. We have the Service Rifle by Deadpool 2099. Now this adds the Service Rifle from Fallout New Vegas, along with a ton of new attachments that you never would have dreamed of with the New Vegas version of this weapon. You can convert this thing from the standard 5.56 Service Rifle to a 7.62 handmade Raider Dream, or even a tactical 9mm little stubby version of the weapon. There's a ton of customization with this one, and it's very lore friendly and immersive. I love the rustic textures. This thing is awesome, and by far my favorite assault rifle, if not my favorite weapon mod in all of Fallout 4. This one is amazing, and I can never not have it in my leveled lists. Along with that, it has a ton of unique versions that you can find out in the world. This is a great one to download if you're a weapon collector. So yeah guys, these are my top 10 assault rifle mods. Sorry if your favorite mod isn't on this list, but feel free to comment it down below, again, so people can get some more variety and choices. Hopefully some of the weapons you enjoy are on this list, or, even better, you found some new ones that maybe you haven't seen before. Regardless, I do hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like. It helps us get into that algorithm and gets more Fallout 4 mod recommendations for the people who are looking for them. And if you do enjoy this mod bundle series and you want to see more of it, consider subscribing if you haven't already. We have plenty more to come and a bunch already on the channel. Thanks for watching guys, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace!